Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Decant Boutique video. Today, continuing our Creed series, our Creed month. Today we are reviewing Bois Du Portugal, a lesser known, not so popular one from the House of Creed, but still a gem regardless. This one actually is one of my favorite in terms of just creativity and smell from Creed. But before we get right into the scent, let's jump into the notes that's listed on the Creed's website. So the notes for this one, we have top notes of bergamot, lavender, mid notes of cedarwood, and bottom notes of sandalwood, vetiver, and ambergris. This one, the notes really says a lot about this fragrance. It smells extremely classic. You really do get the lavender in here in the opening quite strongly, and in the dry down and in the kind of the background of it all, you do get a vetiver and ambergris and cedarwood combination that lingers from the start of the fragrance till the end of the fragrance. So this is a base heavy fragrance. The top really doesn't stay around all too long. It's a really base heavy, so you can smell the base notes right away, and like I said, it lingers from the beginning all the way towards the end. Now this is to me extremely classic smelling, gentlemanly. Oh man, think of Frank Sinatra, because this is a fragrance that Frank Sinatra actually wears based off a lot of rumors and a lot of speculation and online news. Frank Sinatra actually wears Bois Du Portugal, and I can actually see him wearing that because it just smells really classic, very gentlemanly, like I said, very reminiscent of a really classy guy like Frank Sinatra. Man, when I smell this, I can actually imagine him singing as well. It reminds me of a really good time in American history, I guess, where the music is so meaningful, everyone dressed up so formally, everything is just a little bit more well put together, and that's what this fragrance is to me. A very well put together, classy, gentlemanly fragrance that in fact does not smell like a lot of vetiver scent nowadays. This is a really classic take on vetiver, a little bit more earthy, a little bit more green than your typical super clean vetiver that you find in today's market. Like for example, in Gray Vetiver EDP by Tom Ford, that's a very clean vetiver. This one is more of a dirty-ish, earthy vetiver that's mixed with the really nice salty ambergris to give it a more classic, more vintage approach to the whole DNA, which I find so gorgeous in terms of the smell. I love this one a lot. Moving on, we have the performance of this fragrance, and this one lasts on me easily all day, 6 to 8 hours depending on the season, but I've never had performance issue with this one. The projection, however, is soft, like it's really modest and really close to the skin. So this one is not going to be the one that you're going to get a lot of notice from, which is fine if you're wearing it to formal setting or work setting. You don't want to project all too loud anyway. But again, for those of you who love Beast Mode's fragrances, this one is definitely going to be the one that's going to disappoint you a lot, because it really is a more personal type of scent bubble. Moving on, we have the versatility of this fragrance. Now this one to me really depends on who you are. Not everyone is going to be able to pull this off, because it does have that vintage, green, mature, gentlemanly vibe to it. So a guy who's maybe younger, myself, I don't really pull this off quite well, but I like to wear it because I like the smell. But even I don't really pull it off that well because I'm in the kind of the younger zone. I don't fit that kind of a classic vibe. So this definitely fits more 30 plus or late 20s. If you're really classic, gentlemanly, you really like to dress up, this is a fragrance that will fit really well for you. In terms of occasions, you can wear this in, of course, work, formal occasion, especially in a really nice suit. A date, if you're really taking the girl to a super high class restaurant, you're dressed up super nicely and you want to smell like the most classiest guy, this also works as well. And as a signature scent, if you're those type of guys who really love the classic appeal, you can rock this pretty much anytime you want as a signature scent. In terms of season, fall, winter time works the best. This one's a little bit maybe too pungent for the summertime, but spring, fall, winter time definitely works the best for this one. Moving on, we have the complement factor. Now this one's complement factor is actually quite low due to the projection. The projection on this one is not so good, which means you're not gonna get noticed all too often. You might get noticed when someone is closer to you. So this one, again, may be more suited for the intimate setting, the date setting where the girl is really nice and close to you, when you're at a formal event, a formal dance, something like that where the girl can actually smell you. This would actually be able to get some compliments because it does smell quite nice, quite clean, quite classic. It's nothing that is gonna blow a lot of people away simply because it's not fresh enough. It's not shower gel, it's not fresh, it's not sweet. It's more, like I said, classic. So I would say it's kind of like an acquired taste. It's not in the animalic or oud territory that not that kind of acquired taste. This one is definitely more enjoyable, but it's not going to be something that is overly mass appealing. So the common factor for this one is actually in the low side. Lastly, we're going to talk about the price, and this one is $415 for 100 ml as well on the Creed's website. Like I said again, Creed prices are really high here in America. You will be able to get it cheaper on the gray market here in the US, or if you're in Europe, you can get it for half the price in Europe. Similar price to the gray market here in the US. Unfortunately, we do not have this fragrance in Decant boutique stores yet. Hopefully we have it soon. We're always trying to acquire more and more fragrances for the site, so hopefully we add this one soon as a decant option for you. And once we do, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can go and get that on our website, because this one for sure is a decant fragrance first. Do not just blind buy the bottle, especially in retail or even the gray market, because this is again an acquired taste. So definitely decant first, and hopefully by the time this video is released we have it. If not, I'll update the link whenever we do have it for you to try out. All right, that is it for Bois Du Portugal by Creed, one of my favorite from Creed. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next Creed because we're not done yet. This is Creed month. We have, I think, about 3 or 4 or 5 more Creeds maybe to go that I have here in my collection. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Bye.